Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dane with Recorded Future. I'm a Plano resident. This is my first time to Elevate Exchange, so thank you for having me today. Briefing on Recorded Future, I think the name in itself kind of describes what the product is. We're an intelligence platform. We're recording every aspect of the internet. So as threat actors are building infrastructure to target your industries, they leave an evidence trail. The beauty of this intelligence product is that it's all nicely correlated and aggregated, and I think the value add that I see from our customers is reducing your time on research for any IP address, URL, hash. If you think about all the things that you're trying to have threat actor attribution to, these are things that we build in these nice little live intelligence cards. I think the really key important factor of this is data without context of risk is just data. Data with context can be actionable. And what I'm seeing my clients really do in just a couple use cases of stories that I've seen success factors with. In the SIM, I've got clients that are leveraging our product to do IOC enrichment in the SIM. So your alert fatigue is gone. I think the idea of getting to the prioritization is very critical. I think the other side of this is we move towards automation. You need context. You need to understand why am I making the decisions that I'm doing. So the risk factors that we bring into the automation side builds out use cases where I have customers who are doing 300,000 IOC enrichment on a weekly average. They're doing sandbox malware detonation nearly of 3,000 on a quarterly basis. If you just think about some of these areas of challenges that you're presented with, just think about the time that people are spending that you could have back to focus on the priorities. I think the other side of this too is, I got to one-up the Artemis, where you at? There you are. Look it up. Ukraine government uses Recorded Future in cyber war defense against Russia. We had a military general actually call us out as one of the American companies that's helping aid Ukraine. It's good enough for most all the nation states protecting the war on like kind of the physical and cyber front of things. There's definitely a correlation in these areas. But if you think about just your war front, it's your brand. How does that being impaired? How are people phishing your domains? How can we take these things down? But take it one step further. It's the SOC, it's the SIM, it's all these different areas that we need enrichment to make our lives easier. And I think if you just generally think about Recorded Future and go back to Log4j, threat actors were talking about this. They were actually teaching one another how to use tips and tricks. And if you think about just TTPs and generals, right? Yes, they are literally training one another. I found this vulnerability in this system. I found this WAF evasion technique, and they're training one another. Recorded Future is quite literally the cache data to all this. Instead of being a dark web type of expert, you can kind of just drive by with our product and actually see these things in real context. We are offering right now a free identity trial for those that aren't familiar with our identity intelligence component of our product. Think of this as account takeover prevention for your workforce, but more importantly, I'm seeing a lot of customer fraud on unauthorized websites. So if anybody's interested in kind of protecting their brand, protecting their identity, we are offering some free trials of the product to do these things and at least give you the exposure context to what is occurring. I heard the malware story. Vidar is nasty right now. If you don't believe it's happening everywhere right now. The malware infostealer side of this house right now, clear text passwords that are being passed around right now. It's clearly evident this is kind of the new war front right now. So I would challenge anybody here who's interested in kind of learning more about the risk context of Recorded Future and how it can help aid you. Look at our brand intelligence and our identity intelligence as a free trial. Just get some exposure and understanding what's going on. I would leave you with that, but thank you. Nice to meet everyone.